So I'm getting the tomato beds prepped right now. I'm going to put tomatoes out in just a little bit here. A couple things to note. I've mixed in a whole bunch of extra calcium with my fertilizer. You want that to help with the blossom end rot. Otherwise your tomatoes will be rotting on the bottom. And you want to be pretty liberal with the fertilizer up front, because you're going to want to starve out your tomatoes later. So you want to get them really big and vigorous in the beginning, so that later on when you're starving them, they've got kind of a good foundation. Another thing to note, it's going to be at least 50 degrees overnight for the next foreseeable future, and I will be putting cages around these and plastic so that if it's going to dip too much below that, I can protect them. Another thing, so 50 degrees overnight is kind of the minimum that I will put a tomato out at. Another thing to note is that this is hot over here. These are winter or spring kale. They're going to be done in a few weeks. They're going to have aphids on them anyway. You can see the white flies already coming up. This is the wrong place for kale in the summer. It's the right place for tomatoes. So just do not mix your lettuce, kale, broccoli. Don't put those things next to your tomatoes. If you do, they're not going to do well. Or if they do well, your tomatoes aren't going to do well, because they need different environments. Things to plant in the same zone are tomatoes, peppers, melons, pumpkins, but pretty much there's going to be nothing green and leafy in these beds during the summer, because they're just too hot. I'm not going to give them enough water. So